So when I began my healing journey, I wasn't really prepared for the amount of pushback that I was going to receive from people. People that were in my life, people who had been in my life, and just random strangers. As I began facing the pains and traumas that I had experienced throughout my life and analyzing them, reflecting on them, seeing how I showed up, how others showed up, everything, and realizing that my sovereignty was inherent, it was brought to my attention how many people would choose to try to put me down, choose to belittle me as I was healing and facing the traumas and pains that I had experienced, because they refused to do the work themselves. So many people don't want to admit to their deficits. People are so concerned with their image and how they're seen and how people perceive them and all this shit, and society teaches it. And so breaking that programming, that societal programming of caring what others think, was the first step in really realizing that I didn't need to listen to all the naysayers out there. They're projecting their own narrative onto me, and they're trying to get me to fit their narrative. I still have people that try to do this. It's quite entertaining, because you just reveal to me exactly the type of person that you are and how stuck you are. And that's fine. That's the way you want to live your life. That's what you choose. Go for it. But I refuse to tolerate the abuse that others try to do to me. Most times I just ignore these people because it's not even worth the time of day to address them or anything like that. And I regularly tell people that try to comment on others just to leave them alone. Don't even bother. It's not worth the time. But I got a lot of pushback from family. That was a big thing. And people don't prepare you for the family pushback. The family doesn't want to face the shit that they did while you were growing up. They don't want to face the abuse and traumas that they endured throughout the generations. And they like to latch on to, well, at least you didn't have it as bad as I did in the whatever. That's not the point. Just because it's not as bad as you may have experienced it doesn't make it not bad. Okay? Realizing these things and how these people choose to show up and have chosen to show up, the family tends to hold to it the worst because they don't want to admit their faults. They don't want to admit their shortcomings. They don't want to admit how they showed up in less than ways. It's all, let's project this image that we are good and the other person, we're going to attack other people. Let's shift the narrative away. Let's cast a light over here, not on us. We can't be seen, God forbid. That's not the way this works. You have to learn to separate from these people, from these family members, because it's just not healthy. And it's really not healthy for these people to perpetuate this. It hasn't been healthy for the generations that have occurred. The family that chooses to put others down within the very family themselves rather than be supportive is just ass backwards. Okay? As I've been facing how I've shown up, how others have shown up, and I'm calling attention to certain things, I've received pushback. And I wasn't necessarily prepared, but I was prepared because I had survived a lifetime of abuse and bullying and all this shit to know that I could handle all this shit that people try to spew on me. So the fact that I have survived everything that I have been through was evidence enough to show me that I could persevere through this too. I could persevere through the naysayers, the people that are trying to bring me down, the people that are trying to talk about me behind their back and spread their false narratives. These people that project onto others, they have no self-worth. They really don't, because they have to bring somebody down just to feel superior, just to feel better about themselves. And it's sad that family is a big perpetrator of this. It really truly is how many family members refuse to accept and own the way they chose to show up. And they want to just discard it and just cast light and blame an individual. It doesn't work this way. I have learned how to stand up for myself to these people, and I've had to cut these people out of my life. And that's one thing with the healing journey. They don't prepare you to, you're going to have to sever people from your life so you can actually truly heal through everything that has been done to you.